Okay, what is up guys, so it's 12:31 here and welcome back to another video about anime. Alright, so today is a video where I'm talking about my top 10 most favorite anime to watch this year, and I've been watching and still have to watch. Okay, so fair warning, some of these are not for kids. Most animes aren't for kids. Some of these are mainly just for like 18 plus. So keep that in mind whenever you watch them. And I'll say which ones like 18 or older and stuff like that, but everyone should know if you watch this animes or these animes. And I'll put the website that I watch them on as well. Fairy Tail. I like Fairy Tail. I really do. Like, Fairy Tail is one of my favorite anime out there, right? Oh, Fairy Tail is number 10 because I love Fairy Tail, alright? I'm quite a big fan of Fairy Tail. Okay, so basically Fairy Tail is about a guy who was raised by a dragon. His name is Natsu Dragmeal. He has a little blue cat friend. His name is Happy, and it's a magic anime, so to speak. Like, people's got magic there. Some people's just dark magic. Some people's regular magic. It's basically a Dungeons and Dragon game. You know how there's magic and stat besides in an anime. So it's kind of a typical anime, but then again not, because some animes don't have that topic. But this anime is good. It rolls over most of them for the simple fact to make much about it, because I don't want to spoil it too much. But I've watched over 100 episodes and I'm still not finished with it. I say I finished it because, well, I technically have, because the episodes I haven't watched are just not getting dubbed. But yeah, I'm gonna restart it anyways. Alright, on the number 9. Air Gear. Okay, Air Gear is about a kid who is 14 years old, is leading a gang, East Side Guns. It's a high school gang. If you graduate, or if you pass high school, you go into the East Side Guns, I guess. That's only a school legacy, so they go into a different gang after. That's if they want to join it. But it ends up differently. So the whole thing was about air tracks, how they came out and all this stuff, and it's not supposed to be part of the gang, apparently. Well, this gang leader, at the time the gang leader is named Iki. Forgot the last name. It's been over 2 years since I've watched it. It's a good anime. You should go watch it, honestly. His last name's unknown, but his name's Iki. And he buys or steals his sister's air tracks, which they're orphans and they're living in the same house under one person. Okay. So they all live in a house under the same person. Her name, I forget. I think it's Rika or something. But she is basically the mom of the house, or big sister, as everyone calls her. And I think it's cool. I think it's cool. The anime art style is nice, unique, kind of. It has some plots that not even the best anime out there could handle and stuff like that. Hold up, let me pause this and explain. So basically what it is, it's a gang member, a high school gang member, turns a little less violent and a little more like goes from actual gang member to delinquent. You get what I'm saying? So not as bad as going out and beating some guy's ass, but delinquent as talking all the smack and then threatening to beat his ass. It's just like a breach of contract, I guess. But he ends up leaving the East Side Guns and making something else. Not gonna say the name of it because I forgot the name, and plus it's spoilers. Highly recommend watching it. Same with Fairy Tail. Number 8, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. I'm just gonna show the little kid version of them, like the regular Naruto, the regular one, the one without Naruto Shippuden. Same anime, just different ages. All right. Okay. So let me just explain. So if you haven't already seen Naruto, what are you missing out on, pal? Like, literally need to go watch that pronto. And it's just an all good round anime. It's basically, okay, so Naruto Shippuden and Naruto is just basically about a kid who grew up with a demon inside of him, right? Like, why? But it's just the, how do I explain this? Ooh. He grows up with a demon inside of him, and the only reason he's got a demon inside of him is because his dad, aka person that you're gonna have to find out yourself, spoiler alert, his dad's dead. It shows you in the very first episode, so it doesn't matter. His dad sealed a demon inside of him and half of it inside of him. So basically half the demons inside of him, Naruto, and half the demons inside of his father. So it goes from there, and he just becomes the worst person in the village, but yet he's the one that works the hardest. Well, yeah, he works the hardest. There's one other person that works the second hard, or not as hard as him, but almost as hard. But we'll leave that to the anime. Number 7, I think. Number 7 is Hajime no Ippo. Remember, this is Hajime no Ippo. And Hajime no Ippo is basically a kid who got bullied, turned into, I could have saved you, turned into a boxer, okay? Turns out to be one of the best boxers, but I'm not going to say anything more because this anime is literally that fast-paced, like, wants to keep you going and going and going, that if I tell you any more, I'm basically going to tell you the whole story. But I'm just going to tell you the very first episode. He's a kid who gets bullied every single day because he works at a shop, a fishing shop, with his mom. And his dad dies out on sea trying to help his friends. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, number 6, Dragon Ball Z. Most people who haven't watched anime have watched this show because people said this was a cartoon. Actually, it is an anime, physical anime, and everyone knows it's an anime now, okay? It was debated to be a cartoon back in the day. Dragon Ball Z is an anime. Now, to explain what I mean by most people who doesn't watch anime watched it, it was a 1990 some cartoon, air quotes, but it's actually a 1995 anime about a kid who falls from a different planet onto Earth and is also a different race from the proud race of the Saiyans. It's a warrior race out in space. Ooh, that kind of rhymed. It's a warrior race out in space. I don't know. But, it's a good anime. I really highly suggest it, especially if you're young, or even if you just want to start watching anime. Naruto, Air Gear, basically every anime on here besides few of them, and I'll tell you which few of them would be a great starter anime. So, basically the main character's name is Goku. He has a couple friends on the way to the first season, which is Dragon Ball, okay? I'm gonna put all of the seasons, well, if you look down at the bottom screen, like where my points are, there's gonna be a bar going clear across saying names, I should say. That's basically what you should look up. Like the very first name is what you should look up, and then the second name, third name, stuff like that. So if you got a pen, please write it down. So the very first season, which is Dragon Ball, goes on for a few seasons. Main character name is Goku. Second one would be Bulma. Third one would be Yamcha, and then it goes on to Master Roshi's saga, which is helping his wife and his future wife Chi-Chi out. But he trains with this guy named Master Roshi. He's the turtle hermit, and he learns the most powerful move in the world. I would say go watch it, because I give the vivid description of what he does. I highly recommend Dragon Ball. Index, because that's what it is. So basically what Index is she is the person in a white cloak, right? She's right there, okay? Highly recommended to go watch this. It is one of the best animes, and a couple other people recommended it as well on their channel. Shout out to We Love Anime. I'm gonna put their name right there with their logo. And I give them a shout out because that's who I go to watch animes I haven't seen before. Personally, I check if they're dubbed, and sometimes I don't. But their link will be in the description because I just feel like being nice, and they're like one of the best anime suggestions out there for the top 10, because their picks are like everyone else's favorites as well. So I think they have a starter one out. I don't know. The link will be in the description. You can look at all the stuff they have out. They have all the good stuff out. It's altogether just really nice to know that there's people out there like that is actually willing to help us all learn anime and stuff. Black Lagoon. Okay, so this is an anime I only got past like episode 3, but that's because I had like school the next morning, and I just totally forgot. I neglected to finish it. I hate myself for doing it, but can't really do anything about it now, right? Right. So basically, it's an anime about how some guy gets kidnapped for ransom, and then he just became part of the crew. That's all I can say, because there's multiple to it. Like, there's multiple reasonings to this anime, but if I say any more of them, bye-bye to any views it gets from my channel. No, go invisible. Okay. I double-clicked R2 and L2 together like 3 to 4 times. I didn't get nothing out of it. I'm sad now. Okay. Anyways, I'm not the best zombie player in the world, but I am a zombie player, so bear with me, please. Anyways, Black Lagoon is about pirates, or mercenaries, as they like to call themselves, I think, selling the seas, like riding the waves and shit. That's what they do. It's a good anime. I'm about to go watch it after this episode's posted. So I highly recommend you do that as well. Oh, P.S. It is a anime for adults. There's a lot of cussing, a lot of screaming, a lot of gore. There are dead bodies and stuff like that. These last few, up to like I think up to 1, is going to be a lot of gore. So bear with me. Sorry, I lied. Okay, anime number 3, Black Clover. Black Clover. I like this one a lot because me and my friend just restarted it. I completely finished it all the way up until episode 30, but I'm gonna restart it because he hasn't seen it. He just got out of lockup, and I asked him if he wanted to start a YouTube channel because I know somebody who can make him a logo and it will look really cool because he made mine. Shouts out to Buddy Bro. I'll put his link in the description as well, as we love anime. So alright. Black Clover is basically about a kid who was born with 0 magical power. And it's basically fairy tale, but I personally think it's better. Clearly, since it's not all the way at the bottom of the list, it's number 3. Black Clover is a sort of a mix between an anime hit that has stopped, which is Bleach, which is sadly not on this list because I couldn't find the right photo, nor did I even think about it because Black Clover is about a kid and his brother. Well, 2 kids got abandoned on top of a church doorstep. They was taken in. The other one has extremely high magical power, and the other one has 0 magical power. And they get the 2 strongest grimoires, which is the 4-leaf clover, which is basically the Wizard King's grimoire, aka gods, supposedly. And then and the other one, who has 0 magical power, gets the grimoire of the Diablo, aka Satan, the 5-leaf clover. Okay, I personally like it because it leaves little to the imagination. It's really good. It's something worth watching, highly worth watching, believe it or not. And it's just altogether really nice. I like how they made this game underpowered now. Alright, on to number 2, shall we? Number 2, Gangsta. Gangsta is about a, I'm not gonna say anything because I haven't even finished this anime, but as far as I've gotten, it's basically a kid runs away from his mansion. I'm not gonna say if he's rich or if he's poor. He just lived in the mansion. That's all I'm gonna say. Find out for yourself. And him and his buddy went to a city where they're called the Handymen. They basically go around, take care of dirty work like kill people, deliver drugs, stuff like that. And one of them's a jigaboo and the other one is a tag. You'll find out what a tag is in the anime. It's kind of like the military ranks, I guess, like general and stuff. But yeah, it's just for you to find out. So I highly recommend this, but if you are the faint of heart and under the age of 18, please don't watch this. But if you aren't the faint of heart and your parents don't care what anime you watch, I recommend it heavily recommend this show. On to number 1, shall we? I never said this one. Yeah, Kenichi, sorry. I'm very bad with anime names. Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. Basically about a kid who's getting bullied, just like Kajin no Ippo. Flashback. JK, I can't do flashbacks. I'm only new. But just like Kajin no Ippo, he wanted to get out of the world of being weak and bullied, but the plot twist is Hajime or Ippo was not weak to anything. Kenichi is very weak. He has no martial art ability, can't do anything, but he turns out to be the strongest disciple ever. Reason being, he has the best masters teaching him. I'm not going to say the master's name. All I'm going to say is it's worth watching. I'm going to rewatch it as well. I've watched it 10 times already. It is that worth. Like, it honestly caught my eye, and I'm happy I actually watched it and suggesting it to people. But basically, the anime is about a kid who's getting bullied in karate class because he doesn't want to get bullied. He's trying to change his life. He's trying to prevent getting bullied. P.S. This is the one anime that you can go watch without parents' consent and all that other stuff because it's the best anime in the game. Hands down. Okay. Basically, and P.S. This is the one I'm going to go into the description a lot more. But the way this anime is it's just really good altogether because main character is hated and all this other stuff. So the main character is hated. Sorry, I just died here. I had to do something. The main character was hated and bullied up until I think it's his first or second year of high school. And I really like this anime for the main reason being because he changed his whole life around, just revolving around one thing.